Hello, recruiters. Have you ever had someone look like a rock star on paper but blow up the team in 6 months? Yeah, so today we are running a real world case study with cards, okay? My name is Mara. I'm a forensic intuitive and corporate risk consultant, and I help leaders and recruiters see beyond the resume to catch the red flags and spot the true fit before it's too late, okay? So you think of it a little bit like an x-ray vision for your hiring process. So we're gonna dive right into this, okay? I'm gonna put you here on the table. I'm gonna put the laptop away. I'm gonna let you see how the cards fall. So just to let you know, I'm gonna be using, the Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Animal. It's not tarot. I do use tarot sometimes, generally not for profiling. I'll do it for supplemental information. But for my profiling, I generally have like 3 to 4 decks that I typically use. I will be, I'm in the process of filming courses for you now so that you can actually do this yourself. I also offer, well, you'll see. So we've got 4 people. We're gonna go ahead and name them. I had ChatGPT name them, but then it was like, I don't want anything to skew the narrative. So we've got Eric, Sally, Bobby, and Felicia, okay? We've got 4 candidates, 1 role. So who's gonna be the long-term fit and who's gonna be the walking liability? So scenario, let's imagine you're down to your final 4 for the big hire. I'm gonna pull cards for each candidate and see where the red and the green flags are, okay? So starting with, who do we have? Eric. We've got this white quartz here for Eric. I want you to see where the cards fall. And I'm going to do a 3-card basically shuffle. The first card is going to be what Eric looks like on paper, what he presents to the world. The center card is going to be who he really is and how he's going to, navigate the situation. And then the end card is going to be the thing that you have to watch out for. You can read them as standalone, but they're kind of like a sentence. It's all the whole of somebody, right? So let's go ahead and get into Eric and let's just see who he is as a candidate. Okay, and then we're gonna, I think we'll do that for all of them lined up. Okay, so we've got Rabbit Spirit, okay? So he looks I'm gonna go ahead and get all 3 of them out and then we'll go, okay. All right, we've got the Whale Spirit. So I want you to think of these animals. What do you know about whales, right? And then we've got, that card wanted to come out. If a card wants to come out too, okay, there's something hidden. This card came out, this pulled out. This is the thing that you have to watch out for. And then this, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so with Eric, he acts like he's nervous, okay? He looks nervous. The Rabbit Spirit in the book, I generally don't go by the book, but sometimes I do, is it's like a Nelly, a nervous Nelly, like there's an eagle, right? Like the rabbit in the field, and then the rabbit is saying and talking so much that the eagle hears it and comes down and eats it, and then it's a self-perpetuating. So this is what this person portrays on the outside. This is what you're gonna look like. Maybe, like not so confident, right? But in the center, because I was like, okay, this is good, but then when you have context, right? The context is everything. So in the center, we have Whale Spirit, mean deep emotions, right? They travel in pods, like part of the family, that type of thing, right? No big deal, like looking really good. This person's gonna be a great fit, right? And then we have Bee Spirit. Well, what's their worst? Well, this is what they put on the outside. So this person is literally, because I generally don't get a second card underneath here, that's face down. They portray that their worst quality is like, I'm going to be here. I work the workaholic, right? I'm here for you. I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be like, it's almost like the martyr to work. Like I'm going to, for this company, right? I'm just going to like, I prostrate myself to you. And really what they're doing, this is someone that is psychic and is watching and observant, very chill, right? The gazelle, very attentive. Think about the gazelle and those ears. Those ears why do you think those ears are so long, right? To make that echo chamber. They need to hear about that lion coming from a long ways away. This is a person that psychically, that watches people, but not from in their little grassy area and like, you stay there, I'm going to stay in my lane. Oh, no. This is someone that goes digging for dirt. This is someone that is, honestly, I don't know if it's even like psychically, because I am getting this deep water. They might actually end up like, and I know this is business, this is LinkedIn, but I've got to tell you what I'm feeling is this person is involved with energy manipulation in the workplace, right? I'm also getting like going into records and stuff like that, like, into people's information that they shouldn't be, right? I'm already like, it's a no bueno. No bueno. We're gonna say Eric is off the board. Okay. I can tell you that right now. So let's go ahead. We got Sally. Let's see who's Sally. Who is Sally? Where are we at on time? Oh, I can't tell now. The GoPro has gone dark. Oh, where are we at? Oh my goodness. We got Spider in reverse. Well, that's not good. Just saying, that's not good. Since we already got Eric out, I'm like, this is why I have my duplicate deck. Where did it go? How did I? Because we have multiple, oh well. I keep looking, so, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, nope. Sorry. As a petal falls off of my ring. That's so funny. Okay, see, everything is a sign because this second card came over here, the Phoenix, right? In reverse. And then you've got the Firefly that came over here and then this fell off. So immediately, when you have Spider in reverse, this is the person on the outside that just doesn't get along with anybody, right? This is not the person. This is a person, the Spider, that networks. Look at all the colors. They're a line, they're a chakra, they're a mover, they're a shaker, they're a talker. You know, a lot of times people won't even show this on the outside. It'll be somewhere in the center. Oh no. This is how they roll, right? You know, I'm getting like a pig pet, like that dark cloud, like around. I don't know why I said pig pet. I meant to say somebody else, so they might have a hygiene issue too. I'm trying to keep it LinkedIn friendly because I can go down the road, right? You have to imagine what I have to do when I'm profiling criminals. Like I can't keep it easy, so I pick up a lot of things, right? And I have all the clears, so it's kind of difficult not to. So I'm just trying to edit myself because usually I don't have to edit myself. So we have the Phoenix here. This is why I don't do love readings, right? People would just get mad at me because I'm like, well, you know, like I won't sugarcoat things. So I'm better in the more business, you know, people are like, is this a great property or not? Hell no. Hell yes. If it's a hell yes, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no in my world. So we've got the Phoenix here as their ooey gooey center, right? Which is very indicative of what they are on the outside. This is a person that, this is the, everything is my fault. Everything is everybody else's fault. This is a person that is the quintessential martyr, right? Like everything, they blame the finger. They're not even quiet about it. You will probably, this is probably the short list, like get the hell off, but we kept you in here maybe because of the qualifications. This might be a person that's on there because of their experience, but once you meet them, you're going to be like, oh, it's a no. To have these two cards, and then they're flaky, right? This is a person, because the worst quality is the Firefly. They're on, they're off, which is very, I'm not going to use that word on here, but you know the N word. Pardon me, take that as confirmation. You have to understand, you're working with psychic mediums. Well, my burps, I'll actually purposely drink club soda during my readings so that I can get those confirmations. And so, yeah, this Firefly, think about a Firefly. It's on, it's off. So this is a person that'll this is a love bomber. Right? I love you, I love you, I love you, so that you can listen to my woe is me story every time over the coffee. Yeah, this is no boy. Sorry, again, I told you I wasn't going to sugarcoat it. Okay, so we've got them for that. That is Sally. Let's, Bobby or Felicia? Bobby or Felicia? Let's see, Bobby. All right, Bobby. Bring it home for us, Bobby. Because here we got process of elimination, right? So, let's go ahead and we don't have to pull. We don't have anybody here. If I had somebody here in the house that had I'm at an Airbnb right now, so I could get this case done. And if there was somebody in the house that wasn't lethargic, I would pull the cards, but this person has no energy enough to even move my cards. That's how lethargic they are in spirit, which is sad. Yeah, I'm picking up depression. Okay, you got, oh, okay, come on. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh my goodness. We might have a candidate here, folks. It's not all good, it's not all bad. Ooh, I like this on the bottom. Also, anybody that knows anything about reading, or if you don't, whichever your dominant hands, whatever is holding, okay, I'm gonna put this here. This is the backstory. So I could go back. It's hard to explain. It's better with tarot because you'll get a storyline, but this is always like an anchor card for the person, whatever is left on the bottom after you're done shuffling it out. So I really like this, and I'm gonna tell you why. So we have deer spirit in reverse. Well, think about a deer, right? Deer in headlights, but think about deers, right? Like they're really, really, they're soft, they're gentle, they're, graceful, all this other stuff. But a deer in reverse is like one that's paranoid, right? Like the one that's like, the hunter's coming, this, that, and the other. But they notice everything, right? So this is hypervigilance. I'm also picking up this person might have been raised by an alcoholic or something like that, or abusive. Again, we're not trying, this is resumes, but I'm just going to pick up what I can pick up. And so the hypervigilance comes from when somebody has an alcoholic parent and they listen to see if they're really drunk, they're, you know what I mean? So I definitely am picking up something, or they might have been in the military. They might be prior military. I'm not necessarily picking that up here. But sure. But just because they're a deer that's, paranoid or on alert or whatever, they're not bad, right? They're vigilant. So we love vigilance when we're talking about someone who's in a high position, right? And then what I really love about this, because this could be bad depending on where it is in the positioning, but we have the fish in reverse. We'll think about a fish, right? We can even think about a Pisces. Good Lord, bring in the zodiacs, and Pisces are like, yeah, maybe not. Okay, go with the flow, right? This person, they cannot be swayed. They are rigid. Think about it like a fish in reverse, like the opposite of what, that laissez-faire type of, they're like, no, and they can't be swayed. This is a person that has their own moral code, so I'm really, really digging this. Yeah, I'm getting, this person might have I'm getting a chill on the right side. I'm getting I don't know, why am I getting They might know how to fly plane or like a boat or something. I'm getting very like okay, yeah, they've got a hobby that they're very like, maybe it's ham radio or something like that. You know what I mean? Something like really specific and specialized. I am getting like more outdoorsy. I am picking up Leo vibes too. You can check their birthday. You can even say, hey, would you mind giving me your exact birth date and the longitude and latitude of where you're born so I could check your full chart and make sure that you're going to be a great fit? But if you can do that, I mean, there are some positions, if I were picking a team, like my personal team, I don't know if I would require it, but I wouldn't hire somebody that would be against it, right? And here's the thing, it's like, I don't need to know your birth time. Will you go do it, put that information in, and then bring it to me, and then we can all have a powwow, you know, that type of thing. Anyways, let me not get off. But so the thing that you have to watch out for is the peacock, okay? Which again, isn't bad. This is kind of like, that's where I was picking up like a pilot or something like that. This person has got like a lot of, again, it's not that military, but it's like they do something that's like a lot of people would be scared to. You know, and so they've got that but if it was overconfidence, it would be in the reverse. They can bring it, right? It could be very, very cocky, right? And all eyes on them. Look at these, look like eyes, right? They like being in this. So I am getting like, you know, like pilots and surgeons and military guys, like people, first responders. They're like, I know how to save lives. I know how to this, that, and the other. It's that bravado, right? We're not mad at that with the CEO as long as he's not like, you know, incurring like Me Too things, right? So I'm a big fan of, what is his name? Pete Bobby. Not Pete, it's Bobby. Okay, and then let's look at Felicia. Hopefully it's not a bye Felicia situation. All right? Okay, Felicia, show me what you got. Show me what you got, Felicia. Ooh, we've got Stingray, which is good, confident. I am getting, they might be younger, have less experience than, let's say, Tweedledee over here. Okay, we do have Lamb in reverse as the ooey gooey. Again, it's kind of like a deer in reverse, right? We're not mad at it. A lamb, what is a lamb going to do, right, when it's like, maybe it's just not warm and fuzzy. Oh, I get it. Let's get that last card. I just got chills. I think I just picked up on that. Yeah, okay. Okay. So Stingray, this is a card for me that's a very, like, someone's just getting their footing, right? Like their chakras are finally aligned, right? Like they're moving right along in the water. Like this is definitely like more of a youthful, like in tarot we call it like a page or something type of energy. But then we have the Lamb in reverse here, right? So Lamb in reverse is like, I'm not that innocent, right? On the outside, this is what people, this is like, I'm not that naive. I'm not, because people will take the Lamb and say, you know, they're wet behind the ears. Because remember I was saying, maybe they're just getting their confidence. This is how they present, right? But this is like, they can, they see everything. Because think about a stingray, when they're floating, like they see everything. There's like, I'm also getting that shadow. Wow, this person, if they are younger, man, I really am getting chills. They have a lot of potential. So I don't know if they're the higher, like I don't know what you're looking for, someone that's established or whatever, because their worst quality is the starfish in reverse, which is, what do we think? I'm not the star. This is the Princess Diana card. I'm a star. So they have some insecurity. So that's where I'm getting, there's more of a youthful, but it's like, I'm getting like dark horse. Like nobody would see this person coming. This might be I'm getting major chills. This might be a person that like brings the company forward, right? This is the person that will hold it down, right? And like make all the moves, but I don't know if they necessarily have they've got too much, right, pride to be like innovative, and like this person has like nothing to lose because they're like, they want to prove themselves, right? They want to feel special, and so they have a lot of motivation, right? And again, if you've got someone that's like maybe 10 years younger or even 15, I am getting like a big difference. So you've got two quality, like, it's like, what do you want to go with, right? Do you want to go with innovation, but possibly not being able, you know, needing a lot of support and everything like that, maybe not being in that, maybe this person has never been, because I know this person has been in a leadership position. I don't know if this has, or, you know, leadership, they can be leadership at home and running the things and maybe their own business or something like that, but not like managing other people. But I don't think they would have a problem with it. And I actually think they're very unexpected. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Bobby and Felicia. And so we didn't say bye, Felicia, and that's your candidate assessment. I think I have an outro, but I'm trying to keep these nice and sweet. So anyways, if you're interested in getting a candidate assessment, you can go down to my beacons and book it. I also have one for up to 10 people in the company if you want me to go ahead and do that. And then I have, you know, larger scale where you can put me on retainer. If you are, you know, you being a recruiter, you can go like, you know, I'll do 20 of them for you a month, you know, at will, whenever you want. Well, I mean, within business hours, and I'll have them to you within 24 hours. I can put a rush on them if you need to. So definitely you can book me down in the bottom, the beacons. Thank you if you've made it this far. Thank you for your time and attention. And if you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, it helps me on the algorithm. And if you enjoy this content and want to see more, please consider following or subscribing. All right, bye. Catch you on the flip.